Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to another video. And today, if you do not like the video and subscribe within 5 seconds, this video is, as you know by reading the title, is about some kid threatened to chop my balls off with scissors. So I will actually come to your house with a pair of brand new Skechers scissors. I don't even think Skechers have scissors. That's a shoe company. And I'll hit you with a pair of Skechers, and then I'll cut your balls off. No joke, no scam. And if you're a girl, then I'll just hit you with the Skechers. Okay, so let's get into the video. So basically, I guess this was in school near the beginning of the year, and we had this. Not to be rude or anything, but special needs kid. Everybody has one in their class. They're not capable of managing to do normal stuff, and there's a lot of emos and a lot of goths, and they're just stupid by default. Like, they can control their life, but they just decide to be the way they are. But special needs kids, they can't really decide to be the way they are. So but regardless, this kid asked me if I wanted to do something, and if I didn't do it, then he was gonna chop my balls off. So yeah. So beginning of the year, we were sitting in class. I believe it was science class or something like that, and this kid was in my class, and I knew this kid. He wasn't really like close to me or anything, or nobody really liked him. But one day he was sitting at my table group because we were doing something, and a couple of my friends were getting really annoyed by him, and they kept asking him to stop. And I was like, I'm a really good kid. I usually am the one who does like all the work. I'm one of those kids. So understandably, I'm just sitting there doing my work, keeping my mouth shut, and this kid, and for the name of the story, I'm not gonna call him Special Needs Kid anymore. I'm gonna call him Peter. Okay, yeah, Peter. Yeah, that sounds like a good name for this kid. So Peter was annoying everybody, and basically then he picked up some scissors, and the story doesn't really get relevant till like 15 minutes later, and he was pretending to cut everybody, and everybody was getting really annoyed by it because they were already annoyed by him, and it came to the teacher having to talk to him, and basically the teacher went over to this kid. They said, "Hey, I know it's all right. Like, you don't need to get mad, you don't need to pretend to cut these kids," in the nicest way possible, because this kid does have special needs. And Peter did not take this lightly. He takes the scissors, he's like, "I'm gonna cut you!" to my teacher, and my teacher doesn't really send that lightly, so she obviously, understandably, threatened by her life, tries to send this kid down to the office, and this kid does not take that lightly. He's screaming, he's rocking, he's going, and it's getting really annoying. And I'm just trying to write, and everybody in the class is looking at this kid like he has some a disorder, which he does. And then I say something, and I'm like, "Kid, honestly, just shut up. Nobody cares. You can pretend to cut people. I really don't give a fuck." Yeah, anyways, this kid was just kind of weird, and so it gets to the point where I say something, nobody really cares, and this kid does not take this lightly. He says, "Shut up or I'm gonna cut your balls off." And I'm like, "You just said what?" And he said, "Shut up or I'm gonna cut your balls off." And I'm like, "Oh my god, you're crazy." And after I say this, the teacher yells at me for calling him crazy after he just said he was going to cut my balls off, okay? And I'm like, did you not hear what he just said? He said he's going to cut my balls off. And the teacher's like, "He has an issue. You don't, so you can't argue with him." And I'm like, just because he has an issue, it doesn't mean he gets to threaten my life. And I ended up getting sent down to the office, and me and my teacher don't really have a good history. But anyways, I spent time in the office for this kid threatening to cut my balls off. And yeah, it's just a fun story I like to tell. Hope you guys enjoyed the story. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. Jeez, I can't talk.